I just feel really grateful. It was, I'm grateful for a lot of reasons. For the past, to have all the experiences that I've had, that's prepared me for this moment. I've learned from the best, in my opinion, not just the best coach, but one of the best people. And I'm grateful to, have a team that did what they should have done tonight. And, it'll be a little different feel when the games count and start playing your caliber of people. And we're going to do that, next Wednesday, and then it really blossoms after that. So I'm grateful to have this win. Too much has been made of that. I think just for me personally, publicly, but for me personally, it's very huge because it's everything you wanted so many years ago, but wasn't coveting, right? It was just like, I was so happy to be where it was. And now when you get this opportunity, and thanks to my great boss, Beth Getz, and our president, Barbara Wilson. So I'm very thankful for it personally. But it really, the players just do just such a really fun job tonight. So that's my statement, is I couldn't be happier. We did what we should have done. I see a lot of great things. I see a lot of stuff we got to work on, but that's pretty normal. That's pretty normal what I felt the last 24 years in my other gig, and it's pretty normal for tonight. You want to feel this way your first game, feeling like a lot more positive, but you do want to, know what you have to work on too.
I know it's just an exhibition game, but with 4 new starters, 6 new players overall, looked like you guys came out and looked like they've been playing together for years. Just what do you take away from a win like this?
Well, I was really pleased with that because Hannah, as we know, she had some knee issues, so she really hasn't practiced since September, middle of it, a little on and off, managing the load. We don't have Sid right now. I credit Sid Alfolter a lot. She has led since the season ended. She led when Lucy came into this group, and then we had to lose her, but she continued to lead. So Lucy and Hannah and Sid, arguably 3 of our cogs, they've never really played together much. So this type of game, that's why you like to have the exhibitions, that showed us that Hannah's a player, right? Players play. It showed us Lucy's a player, and they're going to try to figure things out. Certainly, we did what we should have done. Let us be clear on that, right? So I was happy. I think that's been my biggest, probably if you had to say concern or kind of a bummer that you lost all those weeks with those 3. But you can't do what we do as coaches. There's adversity. And if that's all, now I'd like our term of adversity to be over, and now we could focus and sit back and work with this. I think this would be a fun group to work with.
It looked like before the game you had kind of a zen moment with the team in the huddle, big smile on your face at that time. Can you share just what you were maybe saying to the team as you were in that position for the first time as head coach?
I really told them, because all of those guys, except, Hannah, it was their first time. They've been waiting to sit in those chairs. Kylie's been waiting to sit there. Taylor's been waiting to sit there. Addie and Ava are in a pretty strong fight. They've been waiting to sit there. Lucy has been there in the Big East, but she hadn't been there here. So for them, I wanted them to have the moment to be like, you've got to where you wanted to be. And I just wanted them to go out and shine, because every day, and I know part of this is because I'm new, but we've not had one bad practice. We had some bad moments, is like, we just didn't do a drill, or, I had to call a timeout and kind of get on them, and I don't want to burn that timeout in practice. But I think part of that's because I'm new and they're working so hard for me and I'm working so hard for them. But I remembered a few bad practices. You just leave and like, God, that was 3 hours wasted, right? But these guys haven't done that. And I was really just excited for them to see them shine, because they've certainly had some really shining moments. So that's kind of what I told them.
Coach, leading up to this game last night or even today, did you have a special meal with friends and family, or anyone celebrate you?
No. I tell you what, I have a circle that's incredible. I got a big circle, and then I got a little, that inner circle. I mean, they're with me. I mean, I can't really get back to all the texts, right? But yeah, that's what's so cool about staying in a state you love and getting to coach, you know, where I love to coach. And I mean, I grew up here, and there are a lot of lifelong Hawks, and I'm probably a lot of lifelong Jan fans, right? So they've just been great, and I just feel kind of embarrassed because they just get too focused. And I don't know if some of you have seen Hamilton. What's the famous line? I want to be in the room, or what is that line? Yeah. So she was texting me. She drove I don't know how many hours tonight just because she quoted the line. You know, I know all of you sitting here, you have those people. So that is what I'll remember about tonight. And some people are coming in next week because they don't think this one counted or whatever. So that just is touching.
Speaking of before the game, were you planning on running up to hug Lisa? Is that going to be an every game thing? How did that?
No, and you know, Lisa she was trying to be incognito, right? And she's like, I was trying not to be in the way. I'm like, well, you got a statue outside, you know, right there, statue. But it was just kind of like a nod, you know. It's got to be weird too, right? I mean, it's weird for me, but I'm still in it, and it can be weird in my opinion, and you're still very happy with what, I mean, she does not want to watch any film tonight, I can tell you that, right? She's been there, done that, but it's still, this is who she is. It'll be forever who she is. I mean, she has so many marks, not only on Iowa, but on Drake, and I will say on this nation. And that's gotta be kind of weird when you're up there, and I just wanted her to know that, I always tell her she's forever on my sideline. And I'm pretty sure I told her, if there's ever something you need me to do, if you send it through telepathy, I might hear it, right? So I just wanted her to know that I'm thankful, and I owe so very much to her. But it wasn't I didn't do it for a lot of talking about it or PR. It just felt, right to do.
You mentioned Hannah earlier, just caught me off guard a little bit, not seeing her with the wrap on her knee after going through last season. As much as this offseason has had some hurdles, how much does she continue to ramp up and look like, the player she can be?
Yeah, I think tonight was, when the lights come on, I saw a little different intensity with her. But yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, what you miss, we played her at the 5 last year, so now we're playing her at the 4, and that's her natural position. But we lost a lot of reps of that, and that's what concerned me the most. So now we got to keep building on that. It was nice to see her hit a 3. She had some powerful drives, but the competition's going to get bigger and better, and it's just a lot of reps. So I'm happy about tonight, and it was great to see her do all those things. But this is where I'm hoping that Hannah's a player, and so even without those reps, she's going to be able to do the things that we're going to need. A really strong 4 player be able to do.